everyone, this is Mina. This episode and the following one are the highlights of this series, How to Identify Genuinely Safe Hydrogen Water and Hydrogen Gas Machines Part 1. With so many types of hydrogen water and hydrogen gas machines on the market, what's the best way to choose? The next two episodes will give you definitive answers. Let's get started. First of all, let me say that when it comes to the evolution of technology, there are no rights and wrongs. What I mean is that the progression of older technology to new technology is absolutely inevitable. Although older technology does have some safety issues, to be fair, I must admit that the manufacturers of older products were pioneers. Newer technology improves product safety, a sign of social responsibility. The most difficult thing about hydrogen gas is storage. The earliest technology relied on high-pressure steel cylinders for storing hydrogen. Note that first-generation technology refers to the storage of gas under high pressure. Flaking of the inner layer creates a powdery substance, which may cause heavy metals to be accidentally inhaled along with the hydrogen. Second-generation machines produce hydrogen using sodium hydroxide, a highly corrosive base, which leads to all sorts of safety issues, to be completely explained in the next episode. Third-generation technology uses pure water to produce hydrogen. Pure water is passed through a good quality proton exchange module and electrolyzed to produce hydrogen. This is non-contact electrolysis, which solves all the troubling safety issues connected with the older technology. I will provide a detailed explanation in the upcoming 5th episode. No matter whether we are dealing with hydrogen water or hydrogen gas products, it is essential to be sure the technology is safe. In other words, how is the hydrogen being produced? If you are looking for a hydrogen gas machine, choosing a safe product will be relatively easier. If you want to drink hydrogen water, however, choosing safe products will be more difficult. This is because water adds a great deal of complexity to the problem of choosing the right machine. It becomes easy for consumers to focus on water and neglect what is truly essential, exactly how the hydrogen gas is obtained. Confused by the hype, they might focus on bells and whistles, while overlooking the important issue, the safety of hydrogen production technology. Hydrogen is hydrogen, what's the big deal? Machine A is better, it comes with additional filters and they have won awards for quality. Machine B provides essential minerals including magnesium and so on. Consumers wind up not knowing exactly whether they should buy a water purifier, an alkaline water dispenser, or a mere hydrogen water machine. After using the machines, they might come to realize that, yes, the water does indeed contain hydrogen, but it is produced in an unsafe manner. The body benefits somewhat from the hydrogen, but it is also harmed by heavy metals and other chemicals. How ironic, a poor choice of hydrogen water machine can actually cause rather than solve health problems. In fact, verifying the safety of a hydrogen machine is simple. All you have to do is check for a certificate of hydrogen purity. As long as it meets the FDA's safety standard 4 and 5 for hydrogen machines, and is certified by a government agency, the hydrogen machine is safe to use. I will explain later on what 4 and 5 stands for. Only machines that use safe technology can obtain this certification. There is no way for unsafe technology to successfully perform the tests needed to meet 4 and 5 specifications. This is why understanding how hydrogen is produced is so fundamental. The most obvious technique is to obtain hydrogen from pure water, H2O. The first technique is electrolysis, which separates the water into gases, hydrogen and oxygen, and we keep the hydrogen gas. The second technique involves chemical reactions. Because it is not obtained from water, no electricity is needed. This is the chemical reaction method. This technology is only used to make hydrogen water, so whenever you see a non-power required products, such as hydrogen water machines, hydrogen water cups, and so on, all use this technique. Chemical-derived hydrogen includes large quantities of impurities and byproducts and cannot be tested for purity. Such products are not recommended. Does that mean that all power required products must be safe? Of course not. There are two types of electrolysis, contact and non-contact. The safest and the most up-to-date technology used to produce hydrogen is non-contact electrolysis. In addition, the hydrogen which is produced must be tested and certified for hydrogen purity. Please note that purity does not mean hydrogen concentration. Only hydrogen with a purity rating above 4 and 5 is safe. Let's see how hydrogen water machines are produced. Hydrogen water cups, the earliest and simplest non-power required hydrogen water products, rely on chemical reaction method. There is a magnesium rod inside the lid. The magnesium slowly reacts with the minerals in the water to release hydrogen. This is how a cup of hydrogen water produced by magnesium reaction method is made. Although natural magnesium is a trace element needed by our body, the synthetic form used for hydrogen generation is laxative. Long-term intake of a synthetic magnesium may harm the intestinal tract, so relying on the chemical reaction method may not be such a good idea. Next, one of the most hydrogen water machines on the market use the chemical reaction method, also known as non-power required hydrogen water machines. These hydrogen water machines are made in sophisticated factories that specialize in manufacturing water purifiers. These factories are aware that, in the future, if their machines are not hydrogen capable, they will definitely lose market share. However, shifting over all of their equipment, R&D and production lines is prohibitively expensive. So the easiest option is to add one last hydrogen producing filter to their machines. Here's why. A water purifier normally includes several types of filters. The first one blocks coarse particles. The second might block heavy metals, followed by sterilization, dechlorination, and other steps. The very last filter is magnesium. Adding a magnesium filter is the easiest way to retrofit a water purifier. After being immersed in mineral water for 20 to 30 minutes, the magnesium slowly starts to produce hydrogen. The next method for producing hydrogen involves electrolysis of water. There are two types: traditional contact electrolysis and the lastest and safest method, non-contact electrolysis. Let's start with traditional contact electrolysis, which is used in water ionizers. Here is how a water ionizer works. The arrow on the upper right part of this figure indicates that the water has already passed through a series of filters. Finally, it enters the electrolysis cell. After the water is electrolyzed, it produces acidic water and alkaline water. The acidic water is not drinkable. It is a strong cleaning solution that can be used for disinfection and cleaning, so a tube empties it into a separate container. Alkaline water is for drinking. Usually you can also adjust the alkalinity, but the higher the alkalinity, the less drinkable it becomes. Water ionizers were invented in Japan. The idea at the time was a simple one. People believed that unhealthy people have acidic bodies, so drinking alkaline water could neutralize the body's acidity. However, later it was proven that this idea was incorrect. At first, they found that people who drank alkaline water really did experience some improvements in health. Thus, Hayashi Hidemitsu, a Japanese professor, wrote a book a year about the many virtues of electrolysis of water, how alkaline water is beneficial, and the like. But as far as I know, in 2014 he stopped writing because it was found that people who had been drinking ionized water for a prolonged period had trouble with their digestive tract, liver, and kidneys. How could this be? It's simply not true that you can simply drink an alkaline substance to neutralize an excess of acidity. Instead, the brain will direct your stomach to secrete more gastric acid to neutralize the alkaline water. It turns out that people with long-term overproduction of gastric acid often suffer from stomach ulcers. There is another troubling fact. In this schematic of an electrolysis tank, you can see a series of lines. Each line represents a metallic electrode, usually an odd number. The water you drink is produced in the electrolysis unit. The anodes and cathodes are also immersed in this tank. The mineral water conducts electricity, allowing the water to be electrolyzed. As electrolysis proceeds, metallic ions accumulate on the metal electrodes. If these grayish metal ions are not cleaned off, all the water in the container will contain heavy metals. Thus, for a long time, the late toxicology expert Dr. Lin Jieliang did not recommend drinking alkaline water. Viewers can check out the video link below. Electrolysis machines usually have a backwash function, which reverses the positive and negative electrodes and causes metal ions to peel off from the metal. However, it's not clear just how thorough this cleaning process is, so the older the machine, the greater heating risk. Later, it was shown that the reason why electrolyzed water can treat various diseases is due to the antioxidant property of hydrogen. Hydrogen's direct effect on our physiology and metabolism has nothing to do with the drinking alkaline water. At this point, many manufacturers cashed in on the newest findings by renaming their electrolytic water machines as hydrogen water machines. Unsuspecting consumers can easily manipulate it into buying electrolysis units relabeled as hydrogen water generators. Electrolysis machines have the lowest hydrogen content and the weakest ability to maintain hydrogen in solution. Hydrogen dissipates the fastest. The hydrogen must be drunk immediately, otherwise it immediately dissipates. Why is this? Electrolysis machines are missing two steps: spinning and pressurization. The most popular hydrogen water cups on the market suffer from this very defect. The hydrogen is generated via simple electrolysis. The bottom of the cup contains a metal base with the positive and negative electrodes on top. When mineral water is added, the positive and negative electrodes can conduct electricity. Just press a button, your hydrogen water will be ready in 5 to 10 minutes. Under an LED light, you can see the precious bubbles of helium gas emerge. The big ones are oxygen and the small ones are hydrogen, but you should drink the water immediately, because most of hydrogen water cups do not keep apart the streams of hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen is soon gone. Hydrogen solubility is further reduced by the presence of oxygen, which takes up the already limited capacity for gas dissolution. What's more, the unpressurized hydrogen quickly dissipates. Even if the two gases are separated, you still have to consider the problem posed by contact electrolysis. Remember, electrolysis produces both acidic and alkaline water, having to stay small and simple. Hydrogen water cups do not provide a way to remove the acidic water. Both acidic and alkaline water are drunk together. After electrolysis, the water also produces chlorine, and the subsequent reactions will generate sodium hypochlorite, the scientific term for bleach, which is even worse. After using hydrogen cups for a while, one of the electrodes turns silvery and the other one turns grayish-white. The silvery one is the positive electrode, and the grayish stuff on the negative electrode consists of metal ions. If you continue using the cup, you will in fact be drinking heavy metal water. With another test. In the future, more advanced technologies might solve all these problems, and hydrogen water cups will become both safe and convenient. So far, I have been talking about contact electrolysis, which means that the metal electrodes are constantly bathed in drinking water. There's no way for this process to receive a purity certificate. So how does safe non-contact electrolysis produce hydrogen? This will be explained in next episode. If you liked this series, please do remember to press like, and don't forget to subscribe for more quality information. For follow-up information, you are also welcome to contact me via Line, WhatsApp, or WeChat. Thank you.